There you are. I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
I guess it's more like something people aren't aware of. But the dark hour does exist. It occurs each night at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now, he does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them. Unfortunately, the police can't do anything during the dark hour.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users, which means it's all up to you guys.
I see.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up. But wasn't that... Oh, never mind.
how are you?
And you are...
We've met before. Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you. The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Bocah gak jelas. Injury. The day that you collapsed to. He said that he injured his rib. Ano ito? You carry reading talking field in class.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone. I'll save the details for later. See you there.
It's really...
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan! Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
Welcome back.
We were waiting for you. There's someone I want to introduce.
Huh?
Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy. What's up?
Junpei?
Junpei? Why are you here?
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that? Didn't he tell you? Man, every Persona user should know that. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only persona users we had, but that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
Hmm?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Relax. I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Gekoken High School. Frolic.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
You're in charge.
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
But he has fought them before.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
All right, let's head inside. Are you ready? That's the spirit.
What's the matter?
Perfect game. Click to the door keyhole.
I've been waiting for you.
Igor.
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power. Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Huh? What door?
Man, are you loco?
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
Come on, let's go.
Save di sini. Unknown device. Langsung masuk saja. Very black. Oke. Jadi saya tatar.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Oke.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
On this floor. Okay. Opening. Medicine. I detect shadow in front of you. Or will end it before you can. You can shoot them. Then you have many distance. Okay.
Takuba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Okay.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Though skills consume either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that? Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Okay.
Couldn't finish it off.
That was easy.
Okay. The sugar stack and reduce stackers movement can allow you to go any higher. Okay. Well, yes, first hit. Sometimes press your hand and strike first. Okay. If you are able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the initiative. The order to your hand. Perhaps you will kill. Okay.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Yeah.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow? The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Way to go, Yuka-tan!
This thing won't give up.
Couldn't finish it off.
Excellent
Last
attack.
one!
This thing won't give up.
Nice.
Not bad, huh?
Break off own bit. Like full bit. Okay. Medicine. The single challenges around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details? An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again, which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it? Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Defeat it!
Iori has defeated an enemy.
Destruction.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going. Yes, the enemy is
Here's
vulnerable.
our chance for an all-out attack! Throw me at him!
There are other gods. It's here. Not sure.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this? When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you? Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck. A wisely chosen attack. One more! You struck the enemy's weak points. A wisely chosen attack. One more! Attack again! Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Ready at him!
That's odd. There was shadow in the pro. So let's explain again and let's go back to the dome. Somewhere on that floor can be seen. Speed up and search if you Yay. Speed up. Jesteś komentując akcję body management. Chcesz powiedzieć, że they are not syndicates. Wait. Should get 9. Already have HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Let's return to the entrance. Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
So, how was it? I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
You are able to stand against the shadow. You feel born forming the dreams. First is the sea socially has reached. Persona of the full Ericana has grown. If the time as well, and you said it would be best to return to your remembrance. Never mind. When we will understand when you stop exploring the thought freedom. Yes. Protocols with Ricardo.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo Group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold, new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said? Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Today we're hearing Meiji organization. Go down the stairs to the right. Okay, the Christian Brothers. Bermain game. Sampai jumpa di episode selanjutnya.